and there are 60% that are men. Are girls not getting marketed to? I mean, 60-40 is not that bad.
Somebody's got a point in the chat. Apparently it's a true stat because it includes Solitaire and Farmville.
My aunt, who is 50 years old, plays friggin' Farmville, and I wouldn't exactly call her a gamer.
Well, that's what the chat is saying. Really, it's not really what we would, as real people,
it's not what a quote-unquote gamer would call a gamer.
It's more like entertainment. Let's just call it entertainment for those people who like to be entertained. And I like to play Solitaire, but I wouldn't say it was. It is a game, but it ain't a game, if you know what I mean. So yes, okay.
Honestly, if 40% of gamers in general are girls,
which they probably are,
how are they not being marketed to? In what way are they not being marketed to? Especially coming from the girl with Pokemon teddy bears in her background. If girls don't want the fluffy, klutzy stuff or the dancing frigging games that you get on a Wii,
then you don't buy them. If you buy them, they'll continue to make them.
I'm sorry, but I have played any number of games, whether it be StarCraft, whether it be LOL, whether it be Counter-Strike years ago, whether it be Left 4 Dead, Team Fortress 2. I mean, Christ, the Warden kicks my ass at Tekken 6. I have played any number of games with any number of females, and they're playing Gears of War. They're playing
Left 4 Dead. That's the one said earlier.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. So,
Mana Rift, who is actually in the chat, I think she's streaming, but she's been streaming Deus Ex recently. So
yeah. So it's
that's just an example. I've just picked
this whole notion that girl gamers are not being marketed to. I just don't see it. Not if those statistics are right, to be fair. And she's going on that finally, if the attitudes of people have changed, that people are coming around to the idea that girls are gaming, and that if it's positive and the trends continue this way, then you won't need to identify yourself as a girl gamer anymore. Now, why the hell do you need to identify yourself as a girl gamer in the first place?
This is, and we actually discussed this before we went live. We said, why? And then we said, well, actually, it's your own problem. She describes it as though it's a problem. Like, maybe one day we won't have to do this.
You don't have to do it anyway.
And when you say have to, you make it sound like it's a problem. It's like, if it's a problem, it's one of your own making, because you don't describe yourself as a gamer. You describe yourself as a girl gamer, which, when that phrase gets thrown around so much, even the chat has said they hate it, and yet it gets stuck in your brain, and you find yourself using it randomly. Yeah. And it's not the term I wanted to use, but then it'll just fly out. And it's like, in speech anyway, for me, it will come out. But in chat, when I'm typing, it won't. I don't ever actually type in. I just tend to say I play video games.
Yeah, you play video games. Why do you have to be?
Who actually goes up to somebody in the street? Like, I actually asked girls at college, as statistics all around, 5 girls on my course, including me. I asked them, would you play video games more if they were marketed more to women? 1 said yes, the other 3 said no, not really. And they actually said, why do you play video games? I nearly knocked one of them out. So 1 will be me that actually plays real games, 1 that's got the desire to, and then 3 that don't. That's a normal statistic going around. You could generalise that that's a normal statistic when you're going out into the world. It's just weird, it's a tag Girl Gamers, I don't know how I've managed to go full circle, but it's Girl Gamers is a tag that's been
created by girls.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really don't
get
think
rid of it.
I don't think it was guys that came up with the guys that came up with the term girl gamers. I'm sure that girls took that on as their own title to identify themselves in a predominantly, shall we say, although it has changed significantly since I started playing computer games, and over the years, they've taken it on as a form, as an identity, and yet they wonder why when you go onto somewhere like Team Liquid and you say, I am a girl who plays StarCraft, and my instant response, I'm not one of these people that choose people out in games. I don't believe in that. I don't go onto forums and post shit and all that kind of stuff. I'll troll somebody who's trolling me, but other than that, I like to be nice to people generally.
If we can, yes.
If I can be, I'll be nice. But if somebody goes onto a forum like Team Liquid and says, I am a girl who plays StarCraft, my first question is, what do you want, a fucking medal? You play StarCraft. Why is the fact that you are a girl even remotely important, and why should I care? And I'll get to PMS in a minute, actually, from chat. I will come to PMS. But I just don't see the point. Why? Why do girls, when it comes to gaming, why do girls, teams like PMS, and girls generally, feel this need to have likes of the ESL? What's the name of the ESL's StarCraft 2 Cup?
The Iron Lady.
The Iron Lady tournament. Alright. Okay, so you've got the Iron Lady. The only other person I can think of that was named Iron Lady was Margaret Thatcher, and she was a bitch. Now,
Maggie Thatcher!
Maggie Thatcher, British Prime Minister, for those who don't know, many years ago.
He destroyed the country.
Almost destroyed the country. And,
Jeez. Again.
But why do girls want, why do you want to compete in the Iron Lady tournament? Why don't you want to go compete in the Go4 SC2 Cup?
A lot do. Actually, Lady Insanity's in the chat, and there's something I was going to bring up that I think it's great when I look at MLG it was probably the last MLG, and I saw like Lady Insanity, and I saw loads of girls' names down in the lower open bracket, and I thought, oh my god, this is fantastic. I've got so much. Oh god. Chat, calm down, please, for God's sake. Don't lose it yet. Hold on, we're not there yet. You're going to love this. There's more to come yet. You haven't seen nothing yet. But I think that was great. Rooting for girls in MLG, and I liked doing that. I liked actually rooting for the girls down there. It's like, come on, you can do it. It was great. It's good to see that they're going into, so that we are going out into other cups. I actually don't like female-only cups. I don't like it. That's just my opinion. That's just me. Why not? I mean, why can't we play with guys? Why not? Go on, next point.
I'm just loving the fact that chat's going off.
It's the chat that's going off.
No, I can see what's going off in the chat, and it's like, why don't I like female-only cups?
Go on, you answer it. It's your point.
My point about female-only cups, I don't like female-only cups because, as far as I'm aware, we don't have male-only cups, do we?
Not that I'm aware of. There might be some. I'm clearly not the one to tell you, but I haven't seen any. Not
as far as
I'm not getting on ESL TV anyway.
It's right. Okay. As far as ESL goes, Go4 SC2 Cup is not exclusively a male cup, is it? No, it isn't.
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Anybody can participate.
There may be some secret society underground that that says no, if it's a woman, don't let her in. But Vampire Lady wants to join the conversation and give us her opinion. I'm happy to let her in. Are you?
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Sooner get ready on your Skype. I'm going to add you in. Boo, boo, boo. Go down to V. Bear with me just 2 seconds, sweetie. I'm going to add you in. Do do do. Oh. There you are. There we go. Hello, welcome.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so first of all, female cups only. Now, I really don't get why people are against female cups, because there are so many reasons to have female cups only. Now, if you look at professional sports, like, for example, chess, or be more physical sports, you have in physical sports, you have female only sports. The reason, therefore, is because females are physically more different than males, right or not, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And as for females, are generally less competitive. Or you can say it be nature or something else. Females are just less competitive than guys are. And there is a large quantity of male gamers, for example, in StarCraft. So if you don't have those female tournaments, females are usually going to feel very outnumbered.
So do you see it more as a motivation to get them into a cups eventually?
No, not only. It is a motivation. That's one reason. The second reason is... I don't hear you, by the way. Oh, okay. It is a motivation. That's one reason. The second reason is to compete against another female. Because you always... Why do you have UK Cup? Why do you have Canada Cup? It's because you want to have those people nationally, not internationally, but nationally competing against one another. And that's why you have female cups. So saying female cups is wrong is kind of, I think, I don't want to be rude, but that's kind of oblivious, because you have that in a daily basis. Exactly. See, Cooper says it as well. They are not competitive in gaming, and that is a proven fact. So it's very simple. If I want to compete, and I want to compete, I'm a female gamer. You know what I mean. I don't want to emphasize the females, but I mean, I, as a female gamer, want to compete in female cups and to see as to how I can do against my other female companions who play this game as well. So there are a lot of factors. It's not only to have more female play the game, which is also a factor. It's also to compete against females. And I think it definitely encourages females to play this game. Because if you look at the numbers, there are so not many females playing this. And whenever there are female cups, the only thing I hear from females is that, oh my god, I'm so happy there are female cups. Now I can compete at my own level. And that's what people say. So really, if you think about it, there are so many reasons to have these female cups. And now you said, Graceless, you said, why are there not guys-only cups? Well, the majority of cups are guys only. And you have females who are, if you're a female, it doesn't mean you cannot compete in a guy's cup or whatever. I mean, you can play in those mixed cups. That's no problem whatsoever. I have done that myself. And that is no restriction. But to have female cups is just the same as having any other cup, which is bound to country or whatever. But gender is a different issue, like I said.
Do you think this is something, just to ask you a question, Suna, do you think that this is something that is isolated to RTS games, or do you think this is across all esports?
There is a whole essay, a whole article of a professional chess gamer who's female, because there was a lot of people also criticizing why is there only a female-only chess tournament. And this lady actually wrote a whole essay, a very nice part. I can show you that. You can read that whole, and you'll see why there is female-only cups. So I think people who are, people who are very quick to judge as to why there are female-only cups are people who are not seeing it a broader picture. Because really, if you think about it, there's so much more. It's not only because females, but we want to be female and play against females. No,